What's up, Blue Collar Scholars? Talking certified organic. This is going to be a hot one, a touchy one. There's people that are all in, all out, back and forth. This is just kind of where we stand a little bit talking about it. So, one of the few things I have in my house that are organic, my shredded coconut. What you got here is USDA organic. So, what does it take to become organic? A lot. Like a whole frickin' lot. So it starts with the farming process, right? Like they have rules on rules on rules on rules on rules on what you can and can't do. Is there a benefit to it? Yeah, I think there is a benefit to it because I think that with industrialization, we've kind of stripped a lot of our soil of its nutrients. And I've listened to a lot of doctors. I've talked about like broccoli, where broccoli only has like 30% of the nutrients that it did in 1970, which is not that long ago in the scheme of things. And so organic helps the soil, it helps the plants, it helps keep the nutrition in place. It's good. We need to be a part of nature, not trying to pull everything out of nature that we can take from it, right? So organic has its value, right? There is nutritional value, there is environmental value, there are lots of different things. It's hard though, right? It's really hard because one, you have thousands of rules, and then it costs, last time I checked, if I remember correctly, it was like $20,000 to be certified. So I think that's part of like flying the person out, having them inspect it, go through everything and get your certification. I think it was like $20,000, which if you've been following along, coffee farmers, which are paid not a lot of money, are kind of stuck between this position between, do I invest in this or not? And the hard part, I think, is that the question is not should I invest in this? Because if it was a moral obligation, if it was a should I or shouldn't I, it should fall on the should, right? We should do the best things possible for people, environment, product, everything. We should do the good. It's not a should question though. It's an if question. It's a can I? Do I have enough money to do this? And the reality is that the answer is no most of the time. Now there are big farms, there are big established farms that come from long lines and they are able to front that cash. And so it is a process. You know, there are some that have found loans and they do those things and then they charge the prices necessary to pay back their ROI. But I'm thinking of, you know, there's some farms in I think it was like Ethiopia. They're high grown. There's zero chemicals used. Maybe not Ethiopia. It was in Africa. I was reading about it and when I was buying green coffee. Zero chemicals used. It was a completely organic farm. But they can't pay the price to be certified organic. So being certified organic, so is it good? Yes. Is it perfect? No. And here's the problem why I think it's not perfect. This is a marketing benefit, okay? So what certified organic is they're not a charity, okay? They are a company that makes money. Maybe they're a 503c, maybe they are considered a charity, but folks are getting paid though, okay? So what they're saying is that like, hey, we'll come out and we'll do all these certifications and then you can put our sticker on your bag, which will help you sell more coffee. So you pay us this will help you sell more. Does it work? Yeah, it helps. There are people that will only buy organic stuff and it does help with sales. The problem is that it is a marketing tool, right? Like we look at it like it is a gospel, like it is somebody out there with the halo and they're walking around doing this good work for humanity and I'm certifying that this is organic. No, folks are getting paid a lot of money for this. And even though you're doing all the right things, you're not going to get the marketing benefit because you can't pay their fee, and their fee is high. Now, if they were like, hey, our marketing fee is $500 and we're subsidized by whatever, government or charity funds or something like that, cool. I would probably go all in on that. But the problem is that I have is that it's part good, it's part marketing. And this marketing part is the part that really gets me, right? Because like I said, farmers, especially in the coffee industry, farmers are screwed. And there was a few years ago, there was leaf rust, and there were farmers that had to choose between their livelihood or their organic certification. And that sucks. That's a sucky position to be in. Because if they had sprayed something and kept their farm, then they would have lost their organic certification, and then they would have had to start all over, pay another 20 grand. It's a vicious cycle. And so I get it, right? Like, I want things to be organic. I really do. I want there to be good farming procedures that take care of the planet, take care of the soil, get us a better tasting coffee bean. The hard part is I just can't go all in on it. So we kind of teeter. Like, I don't pull back from organic. I'm not like, stick it to the organic, man. I'm not like that. But I don't pursue it. And I don't pursue it for the very reason that it's not a perfectly fair system. And, you know, there is no perfectly fair system. There is no perfection. There's no good way to do it. So we buy organic. Like right now, our Fifth Love coffee is an organic coffee from Honduras, and it's wonderful. And I'm glad that it's organic. But I didn't buy it because it was organic. I bought it because of the quality and the rating and all of the flavor profiles and all of these other factors that went into it. So my buying decision encompassed, if I had 6 things all the same and the only difference was organic and it was maybe like a quarter price difference per pound or whatever, yeah, I'd probably go organic. But if it's organic but nothing else matches up, I'm gonna go with the one that aligns best, and that is a whole product that matches our offering the best, right? I'm gonna do that over organic because, again, organic is good, but it's not perfect. And so I can't use that or rely on that to do everything because it is helping in certain areas, but it's also screwing it in other areas. So it's a balance, and we have to make the right decision constantly. And so what we're trying to do in that is we try to do our own organic things. Like, I mulch my coffee. I do all these different things that we can do. And then again, if you can find farmers that are doing things that you like, buy from them, right? And so that and I'll hold myself accountable to that. I will start looking into it more, making sure that we have good practices. I'll check with my importer, things like that, and see what we can do to make the process better. So organic is good, but don't treat it like gospel, okay? Consider it as part of the whole, right? So those are my 2 cents on certified organic. With that, folks, adieu.